Hey everybody, welcome back to Essen. It is the last day, it's almost the end of the day for the entire show of 2018. But I would not leave without sitting down at this table with my friends from Pandasaurus. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
So we are here today to talk about Dinosaur Island and Duelosaur Island. I walked by the booth the other day and it was jam-packed.
Yeah, the other day, the day before today.
Yeah.
It's been a line there to get in. It's been great.
That's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people really want to play it. A lot of people are really excited about both of these releases. Duelosaur kind of came out of nowhere for a lot of people. They didn't know about there was a two-player version of the game, and they are now seeing how cool it is. So yeah, it's been a really great show for us. Really, really great.
So tell us, since these two games are a bit different from each other, even though they're kind of the same universe, tell us a little bit about Duelosaur Island.
Sure, yeah. So it's like the Dinosaur Island family. So base game can be played with two players, but we felt like it deserved its own like two-player game. Like this is designed from the ground up to be two-player by Ian Moss. So really great designer. Where the base game focuses more on worker placement, this is a little bit more on drafting.
Okay.
So you have these dice out here. Every round you're going to draw dice out of the bag. There's 8 in the game, and you'll draw 5 of those every round, and you'll roll them and put them out here. And players are going to go back and forth drafting those and these specialist cards. And the specialists will give you special powers. And the dice give you different, like, DNA, give you money, things of that nature. And they have these cool plot twists that give you bonuses as well, like extra card draws, extra money. But the problem is, so one person's rolling them out there and putting them out, but the next person in line has to actually take them. So you have to kind of set the dice out strategically to give your opponent less good options, but you also want good stuff too. So there's some fun in that. But the main crux of the game comes from these cards. So the cards have dinosaurs on them, and they have attractions. When you build dinosaurs, that's how you get points and you get excitement at your park and win the game. So that's important, right? But you need attractions to kind of build your economy. So you want extra gold so that you can increase that security, because that's really important in this game. You want your extra DNA so you can build more dinosaurs, which is also important. So
dangerous but necessary.
Dangerous but necessary. But you want to build these so you can get more economy and do that. Make your park faster and better, but you still need the dinosaurs. But in addition to having dinosaurs, every dinosaur comes with threat. And as your threat increases, similar to Dinosaur Island, you're still going to have eaten visitors. So, or stomped if they're herbivores. You know, they don't necessarily eat the visitors. But if you don't increase that security, at the end of the round, your visitors are going to go down, and your visitors are how you're trying to win the game. You're scoring points via your visitors, and if they're eating them, they're going back down. So that's not good.
So win condition looks like what?
Win condition is you're trying to get enough visitors, and there's 3 different length of games. So you get to 25 for the short game, 35 for the medium game, or 45 for the long game.
And that affects the length of the game you're playing?
The length of the game, exactly.
And what can people expect for that?
So the game goes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the length of the game. Short game easily finishes in about 30 minutes. Long game, once you learn the game, probably about 45 minutes to an hour at most.
Okay. And as far as replayability, obviously you have the randomization and the dice rolls, but is there anything else that we can look for?
Yeah, so the dice are going to change every round. In addition to drawing out of the bag, you're going to only draw 5 of the 8, plus you're going to roll them, so those are going to be different. And then you have these plot twists, those modifications at the beginning of the game. You're going to randomize those. And there's a wide selection of those, probably like 12 of those in the game. So those are going to change every time you play the game. And plus the different specialists that come up. There's a whole deck of those.
I mean, that's like so many possible combinations.
Absolutely.
Now, when are people going to be able to expect to see this?
So this will be in stores towards the end of this month, end of November, beginning of December. After Kickstarter backers get theirs, we want to make sure that happens and get them into retail.
And when our friends out there on the interwebs go to their FLGS, what cost are they going to expect?
$35.
$35. Okay, awesome. But that's not all.
That's not.
We have a whole other game to discuss.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah. So Totally Liquid is the new expansion for Dinosaur Island. I kind of consider it the fan favorite expansion. There's a lot of requests from people. We've had feedback from fans that have had it for the past year, want something a little bit new and freshen it up a little bit. So this adds a lot of new options. So first and foremost, it adds a 5th player. You've got a purple color in here, so you get all the stuff. You get a couple additional options.
Purple color?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's my expansion because I love purple too.
I know, it's my favorite color. Up top, bruh.
So, in addition to that, that's cool by itself. But in addition to that, we have a lot of different modules in the game. So over there, you got blueprints. Cool. One real big piece of feedback is people wanted their park layouts to mean something. They wanted to score points off of that, or something mattered. So these blueprint cards actually score you points based on the type of park you're building, essentially. So you can like lay it out with different types of dinosaurs and different attractions and stuff like that. So yeah, they're really cool, just cool in-game bonuses. And these are facilities. So these are cool additional boards to place workers on that do other stuff. And then you'll notice they have executive suites, which involve these executive cards here.
Awesome.
Which involve my favorite meeple in the game, which are these little guys with walking sticks. Little meeples with
because
walking sticks.
every executive needs a walking stick.
It's
That's
very
pretty
important.
great.
And there's a lot of this stuff we had in the base game. So more plot twists for different ways to start the game and play the game. Mm-hmm. More specialists, so more people to help you out, get hired to your park. You've got more solo options, solo variations in that.
Awesome.
You've got more of the old large carnivores, the small carnivores, and the herbivores. But most importantly, I think, name of the game is Totally Liquid. We've got marine creatures. So these are new types of dinosaurs. Like this one is the Elasmosaurus. This is sad. I should know this. My brother's a paleontologist and he studies marine creatures. So, so Elasmosaurus.
Shame.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of dinosaurs.
Internet.
Attack.
No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. We
Paleontology,
love our guests.
Yes, paleontology internet, attack me. So, you notice I called them marine creatures, not dinosaurs, because these technically aren't dinosaurs, but they do go in your dinosaur park.
Got it.
And there's variations of them. So a lot of them don't cost a lot of DNA, but they give you a ton of threat. So they can be pretty dangerous in your park as they get bigger. And there's some new mechanics to go along with those with scientists, in addition to the paddocks that they use are a little bit different, which is cool. More options, more things you can do with your park. More attractions. You've got new in-game objective options. That involve a lot of the new stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that's more, but a lot of new stuff too.
And what do you feel like people who enjoyed the base game are most excited about with Totally Liquid?
It really depends on what you're looking for, but I think the marine creatures are some of the coolest ones. Just there's a lot of new options that open up because of the way they work. They give you a lot more options, and they're also really cool. I really like the blueprints personally because I like the building my park aspect, the puzzly part of it. So that makes me care about where I'm putting the stuff and which dinosaurs I'm picking and which attractions I'm picking.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So tell me, how long does it take to play this game?
So the base game plays. It takes a couple hours. Usually, it's usually a 2-hour, 1.5, 2 hour game. It's similar to Duelosaur Island since it has a short, medium, and long.
Yeah.
Short game can take about an hour to play. Medium's about an hour and a half. Long's about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more.
So one of the things that I feel like is a common theme between the Dinosaur Island games is the look.
Yes.
So who is doing this?
So the ideas are from Nathan and Molly. They're the masterminds. But the artists we had on the original game was Peter Woken, and these we've had Quantum Warrior working on these, and he's taking that same style and that same vibrancy. I love the Totally Liquid cover is like my favorite thing we have.
This one is like my classic candy on the shelf cover. I walked by the booth earlier and I literally double taked because I just wanted it. I didn't even need to know. But now that I know, I'm very excited about it.
You did a super great job. The characters are as cool as the dinosaurs, and that's really hard to do in these games. So I really love that. So yeah, it's just such a rad look. I love it.
And when can people get their little T-Rex hands?
So those T-Rex hands it'll be in stores in November, beginning of December, in that range. So around the same time as Duelosaur, they'll be hitting at exactly the same time actually. And Dinosaur Island should be getting a restock of it at the same time. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you'll be able to pick them up at the same time.
That could be a couple great boxes under the tree. And what is the cost?
This one will be $50.
$50. So this one is $35. This one is $50.
Yes.
2 players, up to 5 players.
Up to 5 now, yes.
So lots of options for you when it comes to Dinosaur Island and Pandasaurus. And we made a lot of great videos with them at Gen Con as well. Yes. So those will be linked below for you to check out. You can see the mind. Yes. You can see Illusion. You can see my personal favorite, Nyctophobia,
Yes.
the game you play blind, and all of that will be below. So make sure you check it out. But of course, if you love Pandasaurus Games, you should be following them directly.
Please. It's at Pandasaurus Games on Twitter and at Pandasaurus Games on Instagram and Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's the same on all three. So
Okay.
Look for Pandasaurus Games. You'll find us for sure.
Absolutely. We have a lot of great content that we have made here at Essen, and all of that will be heading out on all of our channels. So, of course, youtube.com/ActivePlayerNetwork. Like and subscribe to this video so you won't miss out. Of course, if you go to Facebook, we do tons of game giveaways. If you're not following us there, it's just a mistake. So please do join us. Join in the fun. Get some free stuff. It's pretty awesome. Facebook.com/ActivePlayerNetwork. We'll be taking a look underneath the lids of these games that we've been looking at Essen. So you'll be able to have a closer look at all of these incredible components, which I know everyone is eager to do. And you can do that on Instagram at ActivePlayerNetwork. And if you want to tell us what your Essen was like, what games you played at the Pandasaurus booth, we want to hear about that on Twitter. So follow us there at ActivePlayerNet. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you at PAX Unplugged. Bye.